Hello and welcome back to the channel, How We Move the Decimal. In today's video, I am photographing some vintage 35mm slides to sell on eBay, and I'm going to chit chat a little bit about inclement weather. Today is January 24th. I don't know when I'll put this video up, but we are supposed to get a pretty nasty snowstorm overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. I have already done my eBay shipments today, and it was a process. I normally take the eBay with me to work and then drop it off when I am done, but I had forgot it this morning, which was very unfortunate because on Mondays and Tuesdays, I literally passed by the post office to come home. I saw it as I drove home and went, oh crap, I had items to mail. So I had to go back home and then go back to the post office. And I just sold another item. I know this is first world problems. I know I shouldn't complain about it. I just sold an item and it needs to be shipped out by Thursday. So today's Tuesday. I have 2 days shipping. But we are supposed to get a nasty snowstorm tonight. We're under a winter storm warning. I don't know if I will be plowed out by Thursday if we do get the storm. So I just hurriedly packed it up. I printed the shipping label and I'm going to go to the post office again today just to make sure that this gets out and I don't get a late shipment ding. I know it's not the end of the world and I can call eBay and argue it like, hey, we're snowed in. But this was a fairly decently priced item, twice my usual sell-through rate. So I'm just going to drive back to the post office. It's not that big of a deal because I do have to go back out to pick my kids up from school, but it's still another trip to the post office I wasn't planning on making. And yeah, it's a bit of a pain, and this does happen, especially when you live in an area that has seasons. However, with this storm, I guess they're getting like snow in Texas and like tornadoes in Louisiana are predicted. So a lot of places will be affected. I hate driving in snow. Snow is pretty. My kids love playing in snow. I thought by buying everybody new snow boots this year that needed it, I would prevent any snow from happening all year. I told my friend that I'm hoping. I went to the grocery store today and got the proverbial milk and bread, and hopefully all my prepping and stressing means we won't get any snow at all. But in case we do, I don't want to be caught off guard. I don't want to get a late shipment ding. I don't want to stress about that. Now, this probably means I will sell something else tonight that will have to go out on Thursday that the post office will already be closed for. Our post office is here, closed fairly early. My preferred one closes at 4. So I'm going to do it before I pick my kids up from school instead of after, because my kids are in school after 3 o'clock. So I will be doing that. I'm going to record this video, slap a label on it, and take it back to the post office. But again, I'm glad I have the ability to do that. If I had very strict shipping times and I'd already missed my window, I would be waiting until Thursday and possibly risking getting in an accident to mail this item out, which is not a good idea, or risk getting a late shipment or a buyer negative review or complaint because I was not able to get it out in time. So that is my plans for this afternoon. And luckily this, doesn't happen a lot. Really, winter is the only season that I have to worry about something happening with shipping. We don't get floods. If we do get storms, they're nicer the next day, like normal storms. But they're predicting anywhere from 3 to 10 inches of snow. I don't know what it's going to be. I drive a minivan, which are notoriously horrible for snow. So if I don't have to leave my house, I don't want to. If we get a snow day, I don't want to have to go anywhere besides staying at home. But I am tracking the miles. That was one of the things I wanted to do this year. After last year, I tracked about half of my miles last year. So this year I really wanted to track my miles. So I will track both trips to the post office today, because this would have been a trip on Thursday if I hadn't, if the weather wasn't bad. So it would have been a trip either way. I am tracking the mileage for this trip, so I've tracked the mileage already for my trip this morning, and I will track the mileage for my trip this afternoon. It's just funny. It's like I need to get it out in case we get snow. I've been to the store and everybody was already talking about it at the store. Like, do you think we're going to get the storm? What do you think's going to happen? Half people say, no, we're not going to get the storm, but I'm getting my milk and eggs anyway. Half people are like, ew, we're going to get a storm. We're kind of due for it. We had a really nasty ice storm when I was in college, and that was the second week of February. So February tends to be more dicey for us winter weather-wise anyway than January, but it is our time to get a snowstorm, and I can see it happening again. I would rather be prepared than not prepared. I got the stuff to make ice cream so we can have our first snow day of the year ice cream tradition, where we put snow in the ice cream maker and make some ice cream. And the kids will like that. So I think it'll be fun if we have a snow day. But our kids don't get snow days anymore. They have virtual learning days, so they are in school until noon online, and then they get to enjoy the rest of the day. My kids have been itching for snow. They've been wanting to go sledding, and they've been wanting just to have snow, just to have snow. And so I think that'll be fun for them if we do get it. And we have a couple decent hills fairly close to us that they can sled on and have a good time. So we'll see, and hopefully I'll be prepared. And I'm going to go ship this out in the next like 15 minutes and then go pick up my kids from school. So please stay and look at the digitals I did of the pictures. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.